What is going on, everybody? How are we all doing? And welcome back today to another episode, another instalment of our Blackburn Rovers Career Mode Road to Glory here on FIFA 18. Once again, I've got to say a huge thank you for your support on this series. I love doing career mode and you guys seem to be really enjoying this one. So if you are, like I say, make sure to leave a big thumbs up and let me know in the comment section down below if there's anything in particular that you want to see on this series that I'm not showing yet, any suggestions for areas of improvement, all that kind of stuff. I really do rely a lot on your guys' feedback in these kind of series because Blackburn, I've said it before, not a squad that I'm hugely familiar with, but we are getting there as the series goes on and I'm really starting to enjoy playing with this team. But today we're probably going to be covering 5 games today. We'll be playing 4 in the league. We've also got a game in the Checker Trade Trophy, which I'm probably going to simulate. That's the game after this one, which is our first game of the episode in the league against Gillingham. So I think we're just going to head straight into that one. It's the last game of the month, so we might even see another player of the month. We did actually get the one for the last month as well, if you remember. We got it with Dominic Samuel, I think, got the player of the month. So hopefully we can get another one for the month of October. Is it that we're in here? No, September hopefully. So yeah, first things first, home against Gillingham. We need to bounce back because we drew our last game, if I remember correctly. But let's pick the team and get straight into it, shall we? Here we are then, the first game of the episode. We are at home in the league here. We're playing against Gillingham. I'd mentioned it just, we drew our last game. We were actually, I don't want to say we were played off the park in our last game, but we certainly didn't get the better of our opposition. I can't remember who it was that we played, but Gillingham, actually bottom of the table. I think I saw there at a glance, only on 1 point so far. So this is a must-win, hopefully. If Gillingham's form as bad as it looks, we can grab a few goals as well, fingers crossed. But first things first, we need to get the 3 points. We need to maintain our position at the top of the table, maintain our good start. But let's take a look at the lineups and then we'll kick this one off. So here's our lineup for this game. We are sticking with our favoured league lineup. There are a few players that are slightly low on stamina, but because there's a Checker Trade game after this one, I'm probably going to completely rotate the team for that game anyway. So Samuel and Antonsen leading the line, Harper Smallwood in the middle, Bennett Tabler on the wings. Then we've got Williams, Mulgrew, Lenihan, Niambe and Raya in between the sticks. Is there going to be anyone that we recognise from this Gillingham lineup though? That's the question. Some teams seem to have a lot of players that I recognise the names of. Then other teams have literally nobody in this division. So what's the case going to be for Gillingham? Let's have a look. So they've got Nelson in between the sticks, Nash up front with, I think Tom Eves is that? I think I recognise him. Starkey, Byrne, Bingham and Morris in the midfield. Again, not too many players that I recognise. I've got to be honest with you. Like I said, these are bottom of the table. I think they're only on 1 point. Let's make sure it stays that way, lads. Let's get 3 points for ourselves here. Something that someone did mention actually a couple of episodes ago was about the difficulty. Now, obviously we're playing on Legendary and we're doing really, really well. If it does get too easy, I will be turning the sliders up. But I also want you to recognise the fact that, as we get an early chance here, Dominic Samuel, unlucky, that right now we are on paper the best team in this division and we should be winning it. So I don't want to turn the sliders up loads and then get into the championship and then potentially be absolutely annihilated. So if it does get too easy as the series goes on, we will be adjusting the difficulty. I just wanted to address that because that was a comment a couple of episodes ago. Drops it inside to Smallwood. We've got Samuel in the middle ahead. Finds Antonsen. They're never going to go back to Samuel. Back to Antonsen. We'll go for a finesse. We could apply that back to Samuel, you know, I think. And wow, that is some acrobatic keeping from Nelson. Ben's coming forward again. Trying to play it through. Like I say, he's the one that seems to be causing danger when he's on the ball. But we have one. It's Smallwood's bringing it away now. And we've got Samuel in a bit of space down the bottom of the pitch here, this right-hand side. Antonsen's in the middle. That's a great ball. Go on, Antonsen! Oh! It's just wide. It's a fantastic ball from his strike partner, Samuel. Look at this. He finds him in all the space. Headed away from the keeper. Couldn't quite generate the power, but it would have gone in if it had been on target, I think, in the corner. But just wide. It's a great ball. It's a good save from Raya, and the best chances of this game, we've had one. Gillingham have had one, both right at the end of this first half, but now Smallwood brings it forward. Can we get one more chance before the whistle's blown? Dominic Samuel's going to look to come inside. Oh, he doesn't make the contact with the fake shot, and that is half-time. 0-0. We've definitely had the better of the game. They're by far the best chance falling to Antonsen towards the end of the half there, but still 0-0. We just need to keep on plucking away, and the goal will come here, I feel like. Now Gillingham bringing it forward, and that's a great ball. We are in big trouble here. What a chance for Gillingham. It's fell to Nash. What a pass that was. We should be 1-0 down. By far and away the best chance of the game, that is. Bennett now though, feeds Samuel. We've been given a lifeline, we need to take it. And there's lots of space here for Tabler. He could punish Gillingham, he should punish Gillingham. And he does punish Gillingham. The best chances by a country mile of the game so far. Fell to Gillingham literally about 10 seconds ago, 15 seconds ago. We break from that chance that they had from our goal kick, find Tabla in tons of space on the left-hand side and punish them for not taking their chance. But I'll tell you what, if we'd have gone 1-0 down, we would have had a mountain to climb in this game because although we've been dominating, we've not been cutting them apart that easily. And thankfully, Tabla's punished Gillingham. We could so easily be 1-0 down though. We find Samuel though, he's trying to, oh, I'll tell you what. I feel like Tabla's unopened the play completely there. I've gone for the pass. I probably could have got alone with Samuel, but Bennett makes it 2-0 regardless. I thought the defender was going to come across at me a bit more, and he ended up trying to mark the pass, I think. So I thought I'd screwed up initially there when I passed it to Bennett instead of going alone with Samuel. But it still works out, and it's both our wingers that have got the goals in this game as well. One for Tabla, one for Bennett. But you can see here the defender proper like just doesn't go for Samuel at all. I thought he was going to go for me, and he just didn't. But like I said, it doesn't make any difference. Bennett gets the goal. Elliot Bennett 2-0 up now, and all of a sudden we are very comfortable in this one. He's been pulling the strings. Oh, we have got very unlucky there. We have got very, very unlucky there. It's 2-1. Gillingham all of a sudden back in the game. And it is out of absolutely nothing. It was a terrible shot on the edge of the box. Absolute P-roller. Deflects. Oh, look at that. He's just slipped. It falls right into the path of the number 9 for them. Oh, he whips the corner in. We're not going to get the head of it. It is going to come out to Lenihan. I don't know what we're trying there. We shouldn't be trying that. We simply should not be trying that there. It's so risky and we could be punished for that. Lenihan, I don't know what I was thinking. All of a sudden now we're in big trouble. And Raya has come to the rescue. We really screwed up big time there. And there it is. There's the whistle. We get the 3 points, which is the most important thing. 2-1. It ended up being quite an edgy game. We were quite comfortable. I mean, Gillingham's only goal came through a stroke of fortune, but they did also have good chances to score. So I think it was a deserved win. Could have been more comfortable, but 3 points is 3 points, and we will gladly take them. We've also had some scout reports back. I forgot to mention at the start of the episode. This came in just as I started it up. We've had them back from Angel Gomez and for Ben Brereton, the two players that I was speaking about in the last episode. Ben Brereton looks fantastic. I mean, young player, 66 rating currently, 1.2 million, and his wages aren't too bad. But Gomez, although he looks outstanding for his age, £13,000 on the wage could be an issue. We'll have to see where we are in January and maybe even for next season as well. But both of those players with a ton of potential, both of them. So yeah, it is Samuel. He's got the Player of the Month award for the second month in a row. That's absolutely crazy. Any other exciting news here? Nothing at all, really. Gillingham failed to escape the rut. We all know about that. So here's the game I was speaking about earlier, lads. This is in the Checkatrade Trophy. I've gone for a completely rotated 11. It's a competition that we're not judged on whatsoever, so I don't mind if we get knocked out here. But we're going to skip to the end now. We do actually lose 4-3 on pens in a bit of a dramatic game. Hard to get in the only goal for us. I said it's a completely changed 11. It's not a competition we're judged on, but Peterborough do knock us out. And I suppose, if anything, that's less fixtures for us, so that could be a good thing. Here we are then, guys, for our second league game, the third game in total of today's episode. We're away from home against Blackpool, back in action in the league, like I just mentioned. We've got our strongest 11 back out, and you can see Blackpool, another struggling team, just like Gillingham, the last team that we played in the league. We're currently 3 points clear at the top as well, if you didn't notice. We've pulled out a bit of a lead thanks to Oxford dropping points the last weekend out, but we've gone back for our strongest 11 in this game after we rested them in the Checkatrade Trophy. However, I have made a slight tweak to the team, which you'll see in a second in terms of personnel. We're actually going to be giving Ryerson a chance in the team ahead of Smallwood. But you can see a player to watch here, Marcus Antonsen, the second top goal scorer in the league, actually behind Forrester, I think that was. So that surprises me that Antonsen's above Dominic Samuel, to be honest. But I think he got a hat-trick, didn't he, a couple of games ago, which probably propelled him above him. But let's have a look at the lineups, and then we'll get this game underway. So here's the Blackpool lineup for the game then. There's no one there that's really standing out to me, names that I recognise whatsoever, to be completely honest with you. I don't think I recognise any of those players at all, but you're going to see our lineup now. Slight tweak, like I've already mentioned, we've actually brought Ryerson in place of Smallwood. Ryerson being a transfer in the summer, I wanted to give him another chance. Well, we've not really given him a chance starting in the preferred 11, but the rest of the team should be starting to look very familiar to you now. Samuel, and top scorer for us, Antonsen, leading the line. Samuel as well. 2 player of the months in a row. Absolutely insane. Hopefully, we can get some more goals today, and at least, the very least, pick up another 3 points. Great covering from Ryerson. Somehow doesn't get the ball there, but held up the attack. Keeps on bouncing back to Blackpool right now, which I'm not appreciative of. Got some space here. There's many in the box as well. They found a man. What a save, Raya. Raya, what a What a reflex save that was. Probably the best save he's made for us this season so far. That is unreal. Ryerson there plays it forward to Samuel. Amanda Minow's got a good long shot in his locker for this series so far. And we're going to open it up again for another one. And just as we were talking about it, Samuel finds the bottom corner again from outside the area. It was a nice ball into him from Ryerson, but he's got so much to do there. Jinking around the defender, getting him off balance, gets the shot away. And it just buries it in the bottom corner. You can see, look where he's picked it up there. He's just going inside the net on the defender. Does it deflect? I don't think it deflects at all. I think it's just a great finish for Samuel. Fair play. We'll see from this angle. Yeah, it doesn't deflect at all. It's just a solid finish. Bottom corner. Keeper nowhere near it again. We've seen that so many times in this series. Samuel's got support here down the bottom from Tabla, and that's exactly who's going to bring it forward. And there's lots of room for Tabla to go into here. And if there's anyone on the team that's got the pace to exploit it, it's that man who cut inside. We're going to go for a finesse. Well, what a goal that is. We're 2-0 up. And it's two absolutely magnificent goals. Tabla there, fantastic run down this left-hand side. The Blackpool team just gave him far too much space, but he stop and turns inside. The Berber spin, finesses it on his favoured right foot, and that is just an outrageous finish from the number 19. Look at that, keeper nowhere near it. And we are 2-0 up away from home, and this is looking comfortable already, this one is. There's a chance for Blackpool to get one back, and they have. That did, you're noticing the lack of excitement in my voice there. That came out of absolutely nothing. I thought we had the danger covered. It's a nice give and go, to be completely honest with you. And then he slides it into the near post. 2-1, and it's going back on here. We need to be careful, just like the Gillingham game. Less luck in their goal, obviously, but we've been in such control. And that's a poor pass by Ryerson as well. We're imposing pressure on ourselves here. Samuel's made the run. It's a great ball to Samuel. Can he take it on his left? It's a great save by the Blackpool keeper. Should be 3-1, but whoever's in goal for Blackpool, he's having a great game. Antonsen. Oh my god, it's outrageous, lads. It's outrageous. Like, I feel like I don't even get excited about these goals anymore because we've scored so many of them. Long shots just seem to be broken for us, for this team. Antonsen it is this time. I think that's his 10th goal of the season so far. I think when he was on the scorers list earlier, I think he saw he had 9. But look at that, half a yard, back across goal, in the side netting. It's not even poor keeping. You can't say that because it's such an incredible shot. And we restore our 2-goal cushion, 3-1 up now. And that should be that in this game, I think. Getting on the edge of the box here. Samuel's got some space. Can we get another one? Oh, it's a good save by the keeper this time. We're going to look to get the cross back in there, though. It's some good defending, to be fair, to Blackpool for about the first time in the game. There it is then, guys. We win that game 3-1 away from home against Blackpool. It could have been so many more. The Blackpool keeper had an absolute blinder. We'll see here in the shots. I mean, they've had 3 shots, 2 on target. We've had 8 shots on target. Some of them as well were good efforts, but the Blackpool keeper stood strong and kept it respectable. It's another 3 points. That's 6 out of 6 in the league in today's episode. And things are still looking very, very good as my camera dives there. That was good timing. So I've had an increase in the training, harping out up to a 64, coming along very nicely. And if you look at the league table, as we'll see in just a second here, we are pulled out a bit of a gap now. 5 points clear ahead of second place AFC Wimbledon. It's all going pretty swimmingly so far, but we've got our next game coming up now. And we've got a Youth Scout monthly report. Please, please let there be someone that looks decent. Please, we've had nobody yet, if I remember correctly. Right, so the first guy we get here is Xander Dupont. He's one that we skated out last time and looks okay. He's the best talent we've had so far. Brent Dupont, who we're assuming these are related in some way, doesn't look anywhere near as good, does he? I think we're going to have to get rid of him. I think if we get the one brother, it's not going to be you, mate. You look absolutely tragic as well. So do you, so do you, so do Belgium. Belgium, he's not coming up big, but I think we might sign Xander Dupont. I think he looks alright. I mean, he can only be at maximum 58 right now, which isn't great, but 72 to 92, he's certainly getting our current team. And the fact that he's 6'5" as well, he's probably not going to be the best, but he's definitely the best we've got so far. So for that reason, we're going to bring him in. Xander Dupont, let's see if we can get him on board. Well, we will get him on board, there's no doubt in that. So here he is, Mr. Xander Dupont. He's currently overall, he's 50. We'll see how he gets on. You know, if worst case scenario, we can let him go in a month or 2 if he's not progressing at all. But he's certainly the best we've had so far coming through. Here we are then, live on telly as well by the looks of it, guys. Oldham away from home. Let's get into it. Let's have a look at the lineups. So here's the Oldham Athletic lineup. They've got anyone I know of. Let's have a look. Davies at striker, I think he might be the one that used to play for Birmingham. Other than that, McLaughlin doesn't ring a bell. Anthony Gerrard, is that Steven Gerrard's brother? Is it Anthony at centre half? But they're playing 3 at the back as well, which is something that's interesting. We might be able to be finding ourselves a lot of room, especially as we've got 2 up front. They're going to be some busy centre-backs. You can see our line-up coming up now. Exactly the same as last time, mate. We've got a front 2 of Antonsen and Sam. Well, like I've already said, you should be getting used to this team by now. Tabler on the left, Bennett on the right, Ryerson and Harper in the middle. Then we've got Williams, Mulgrew, Lenihan, Niambe and Raya in between the sticks. Like I said, a team that should be becoming very familiar. Our strongest 11. Maybe Ryerson and Smallwood, the only 2 that are currently rotating, but still a pretty familiar team. Let's get the job done. Oh, he's done me there. I thought he was going to cut inside. We could be in big trouble here. Man in the middle. And we are 1-0 down. Away from home. Oldham take an early lead. We've been in control of the game, but without doing anything, really, so far. Seen a lot of the ball, but nothing incisive. And for the first time in the game, a defender gets committed. It's ours, unfortunately. It's a good ball across the box, and they tap in. It's up here. I thought he was going to cut inside. He goes in between the 2 men, and it's all just far, far, far too easy, really. Oldham are knocking it around nicely here, looking to exploit the flanks. It's good defending this time by Lenihan. Although that is a disastrous pass. We get away with it. Good defending. Come on, see him out, see him out, see him out. He hasn't seen him out. There's a chance for him to get it in there again, and they have done just that. And it's a great save by Raya. Everything. Oh god, that's a disastrous ball. We've cleaned it up, but everything that's good for Oldham is going down its bottom side of the pitch. Tabler there needs to do a bit more defensively. I think that was Tabler that couldn't quite get back in there. Trying to start the game by the scruff of the neck. We've got Antonsen at the bottom here. Going to look to flick it through to Samuel. It's a great chance. Samuel! Yes! Right on the stroke of half-time. We needed that, guys, because Oldham, I've already said it, were proving to be a tough nut to crack. And a credit there. Big credit goes to Lenihan, the centre-back, who boards out from his defensive position. Opened up the game a little bit, freed up a couple of players. He finds Antonsen, flicks it in behind, and Samuel takes it really well on his weaker left foot. Back in the game just before half-time. Let's go on and win this now, lad, shall we? Lovely finish from Samuel. There it is then, half-time, 1-1. We scored just before the break. Literally the last action of the half gets us back into the game. And I'm going to make a half-time change. We're going to take off Ryerson. And I'm assuming Smallwood is on the bench. We're going to bring him into the fray because he's been a solid performer this season. And Ryerson seems to go forward a bit too much of our liking. So we're going to just try Smallwood in the second half and see if that just shores us up a little bit. Helps us, you know, keep the game ticking. Watch that through ball. That's the one. We could be in trouble. Raya's come out. Oh, I tell you what. Did Williams get a block on that? Because if he did, that was absolutely Arturo vital. Does he get a touch here? Oh, was it the keeper? So someone got a touch there. It's a corner. Whoever that was. Fair play. Got a space for Tabler. Tabler, come on. Finesse this. Oh, he's gone on his left. Oh, I didn't mean to do that either. I meant to cut inside and go on his right or hit it first time on his right. I didn't think he'd take it like that. Going to get a couple of more players on, using up all our subs here. Anything to try and eke out an advantage of bringing on Bradley Dack and Reece Nelson into the game. A bit more energy in midfield, particularly from Nelson down this right-hand side, hopefully. Looking to get Nelson going down this side if we can. He's got the fresh legs that we need. He's dropped inside as Reece Nelson. And I'll tell you what, he's found a good pass as well. Can we win the game? Yes, we can! There's still 5 minutes left to go, but you'd think that could well be the winner. And it's Antonsen, I believe, that slides it in. We bought on Reece Nelson for the fresh legs, and that pays dividends because he cuts inside, uses those fresh legs, plays a nice, lovely through ball, and we slot it into the near post. This has been a close game. This could go either way. It still could, but with 5 minutes left to go, we put ourselves in pole position to take another 3 points and continue this fantastic form that we've been in. And it is, of course, Antonsen that gets the goal. 86th minute, the top scorer for us, coming up trumps again. That's a poor turn as well, but it doesn't matter because there is the full-time whistle. It's a 2-1 win. That game, I said it when we scored, could have gone either way. Vital substitutions in my opinion. I mean, Nelson in particular coming on made a big difference down that right-hand side just with his fresh legs, and it was a game that could have gone either way. You'll see from the stats, Oldham 9 shots, 6 on target. We only had 5 shots. Oldham could have easily come out victors there, but we're more clinical. We get the 3 points, and that's 3 wins out of 3 in the league today. Absolutely superb stuff. And I am going to leave the episode there, actually, lads. We've just arrived at this home game against Plymouth in League 1. I was going to play 4 plus the simulation game, but my camera battery is running very, very low right now, and I don't think it'll get through another game. So for that reason, I'm going to call the episode there. You can see 13 games in the league now, 6 points clear, running away with it a little bit. Hopefully that can continue and we can have a nice promotion into the Championship at the first time of asking. But as always, if you do enjoy the video, lads, enjoy the series, be sure to leave a big thumbs up. Always means a ton to me and lets me know that you're still enjoying it. Leave a comment down below and any feedback, suggestions for signings, anything whatsoever. And yeah, I'll catch you all in tomorrow's video. Enjoy the rest of your evening. Nidge out.